Joanna Duggar has received criticism for her and her husband, Austin's parenting decision during a hike with their son, Gideon. The reality star shared snaps from the outing on Instagram on Monday. In one photo, Joanna posed with Austin and their eldest child while standing on a cliff in the woods. The counting on alum wore blue pants, a loosely fitted gray t-shirt, and hiking boots, with her brunette hair tied in a long braid. Her husband sported similar attire of tan pants, a blue t-shirt, and sneakers, while their son also dressed casually in jean overalls. The trio held their own hiking gear, Joanna toting around trekking poles, Austin carrying a large backpack, and Gideon gripped a thin wooden plank. Additional photos showed Gideon in the backpack strapped to his father's back as Austin carried him along the trail. They also took some group shots with other hiking buddies along the way. Joanna gushed about their day in her caption, "4-mile hike in the national forest this evening with friends. I might be sore tomorrow, but the views today were worth it." Gideon loved riding in the backpack for most of the way. However, Duggar fans took issue with how Austin carried his 4-year-old son during the hike and called the move unsafe. "Maybe a proper child pack for grifting," one person suggested in an online thread. "They make ones that can hold kids Gideon's size. He's probably right at the upper limit, but the DIY pack is something," they added. "This is not proper, like using an umbrella stroller for an infant seat. Buy cheaper and unsafe. Save the difference," another said. "Surely they've just put their kid in a backpack? As in, that's not a hiking bag with a seat attachment thing. That's just a kid in a backpack," a third asked. "It looks uncomfortable because it isn't a pediatric backpack, which would contain a seat and more natural position for Gideon's legs," a fourth fan explained. "If it was, he got tired at the end, and we improvised." Cute picture. Not this was most of the hike. "Well, you should have turned around then. Get the right equipment," one more slammed. Joanna was recently slammed for her homeschooling techniques with her firstborn child. Earlier this month, the 24-year-old mom shared a snap on her Instagram stories of the toddler watching TV while lying on a bed. She captioned the story, "Watching preschool prep for school today. Gideon starts pre-K4 in a few weeks." A social media fan thread about the Duggar family showed a mixed reaction to the former reality star's teaching tactics. "Nothing summarizes why people look down on homeschooling more than homeschool parents who just park their kids in front of the TV and call it education," one person wrote. Another wrote, "I'm hoping he's starting pre-K4 at an actual school with actual qualified teachers. They do such a disservice to these kids by homeschooling them." However, others defended the mom of two, with one writing, "This is a snapshot of a second. We have no clue if this is their norm or if she is calling it his full education." Another mentioned, "As someone who did virtual school for her son from 5th grade all the way through graduation, there really are days when you have just reached your breaking point, and you plop them in front of an educational TV show and call it a day." Last year, Joanna took fans inside her homeschooling routine with her kids, Gideon and Evie, too. The ex-TV star took to her stories giving her followers a look as Gideon recited his alphabet. Joanna captioned the clip, "Doing school. We normally sing the alphabet song, say our numbers, shapes, and colors. Nothing too exciting, but just getting them familiar with it." Another story had her son learning his shapes. As Joanna wrote over it, "Gideon learned his shapes really quickly. He is still struggling with the others." Gideon and Envy are Joanna and Austin's only children, though rumors have swirled that another baby is on the way.